Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure when you're watching this. My name is Danielle Callahan. A lot of people just call me Danny. Either is totally fine with me. I live in Royal City, Washington, which is in the middle of Washington State. Behind me is a little glimpse here. As you can see, it's definitely a farming community. Annually, $1.76 billion is produced by my county, Grant County. So agriculture is the biggest part of our area around here. We are the only 1A school in the nation with a turf field, and that was because a lot of farmers actually put it in and installed it themselves. So Friday Night Lights is definitely a factor here. It's definitely a ghost town, and by ghost town I mean all 2,000 residents are watching the football game. So it's a pretty small town. I right now live 15 miles from the Gorge Amphitheater. You might have seen that in movies. It's definitely a big deal for concert events. So that's something I like to do during the summers. My motivation for doing the MSW program online is I am currently a prevention and intervention specialist at a school about 30 miles from here. And I'm also a basketball coach at the high school level. And I'm always pushing my students to go and achieve their goals and their dreams. And so it was a little hypocritical not to go and chase one of my dreams, which is getting my master's in social work. So that was really a deciding factor for me. What it means to be a professional social worker to me is to help individuals or groups in a time of need. I think that in everyone's life there comes a time when you are struggling, and I think as a social worker you are there to help that person get up and start, on this race of life, whether that's a sprint or a marathon for some of us. But I also think that we need to be advocates and very educated about our profession. And, as a prevention and intervention specialist, I love the kids that I work with, but I am lacking in areas and I wasn't able to help them as much as I wanted to. And so that's why it's very important for me to come back and get my master's so that I can look at the student and the individual as a whole and not just aspects of their life like I was doing before in my job. Ideally, I would like to have my internship working with juveniles and adolescents. That's where really my passion is, and I love that age range. Ideally, I would like to be a probation officer or counselor. Right now, I am trying to get an internship in Washington, D.C., actually, so definitely across the country, so big changes. But I am working with Fairfax County, and hopefully we'll be able to work with a probation officer there to fulfill my first year requirements. My biggest challenges are just a lot of changes and definitely this internship coming up. So hopefully I can, regain my networking opportunities there, and I'm very excited to see what that has to offer. Thanks.